Hi guys, and welcome to this video where I am talking to one of my close friends, even though he's 40 miles away. He's still a close friend of mine, Gavin Fletcher, aka Gavin Knots off YouTube, who does videos about wrestling and wrestling related programming, is a fair reflection, isn't it?
Yeah, if you might say that.
To put it in a way, he loves the wrestling scene, all of it, independent, the big WWE, TNA, Ring of Honor, just loves it. It's what he's very passionate about. But he's also a very big Manchester United fan. And on this, we are going to discuss the fine topics of football. Now, let's hopefully not rip each other's heads off, because we sometimes do come to blows when we talk normally on Skype about shit that we don't agree, but we did a rehearsal of this, and we didn't get too into it, did we?
No, it just went off key, but you know how professional YouTube comes across to people.
YouTube professional, come on, you're having a laugh.
Yeah. Well,
Right.
in British Wrestling Radio, you know how professional they are. Keep Heel
Yeah.
Watch It podcast, you know how professional we are. When we do our podcast every week
Yeah.
on professional wrestling, cheap plug, I know I did it that way.
Oh, look at Mr. Know-It-All getting all his plugs in already. Oh, it's like he's done this before. Anyway, one of the big things we
Sponsor your channel, remember?
Yeah, I know. One of the things we are going to discuss probably first is the David Moyes incident, in a sense. And then when I say incident, I mean just the entire season. Yeah. So David Moyes gets hired start of the season, fired near the end of it. Go.
It's too close to call. I think he needs another whole season. No ifs, no buts about it. God, that's my catchphrase all the time. But I'm just saying, it's just ridiculous, right? If they were listening to the fans as people assume United fans get.
Oh, come on. But boards listen to fans. That's a joke.
Yeah.
It's one of my pet hates when you get fans turning around and saying, "This is our club." No, it's not. You've not put that money in there and invested. If the Glazers want him gone, they want him gone. He's gone. He's been given his P45, and he can now start writing his CV up to do managing jobs, and he might get a job at Tesco's.
It's just. Don't get me started on that. Seriously, really pisses me off. I know I'm a hardcore Man United fan, but I'm not one of those hardcore 80s Man United fans.
Yeah.
You know, go smashing people's heads in, like just fun of it.
Well,
I enjoy football.
We've both got a mutual friend who's a Liverpool fan, and on Facebook this year he has been a fucking annoying arsehole, to be fair. If
Do
I'm
you
on,
want to mention the person's name to give a cheap plug for his football channel? He says he's going to do it 365 days a year, but he's not put anything on it.
No, I'm not going to plug it, because the amount of times that he's gone to do a lockout of my channels he's had.
Yeah. Well, you look at my friend, good old Lee James. How's it going, man? If you're listening, obviously he will listen to this, because I'll send him a link to this. He does put comments, but he knows he's messing around. But when you've got that annoying little twerk, is that a word?
That's a dance routine.
Yeah, you can easily get.
You basically just called him a Miley Cyrus. So yeah, the David Moyes thing's interesting, to say the least, because I still think they've done it. I still think they basically turned around and let Ferguson have his choice, and then gone, we actually want this person instead. I actually think this may have been happening all along, even if he came and did well.
Yeah. But the thing is, where you say that, if this is proper where this gets into the debate. If he was so pally-pally with the David Moyes, as people make out of it, like yourself, if the only pally-pally person that I thought would come in, but didn't go, but he went back to Chelsea, Is Mourinho?
Mourinho always said he wanted the job, but deep down I think that was just to stir shit up in the papers.
Yeah.
You gotta remember, Mourinho is a fucking clever mind tactics. He's just so good at it. If the WWE want to hire the next Paul Heyman, hire Jose Mourinho because he'd fucking be brilliant at it. Look at his interview he said to Match of the Day at the end of the Sunderland game at the weekend. I want to thank, well done to our players, well done to Sunderland, well done to the referee, and well done to the referees' associates, people who pick the referees and shit. And the problem is, they were even saying they can't tell if he's being serious or sarcastic.
Yeah.
And I think those kind of characters that you get in professional wrestling, you kind of need them in football.
Yeah, at least that's what I mean. It's like if you've got the passion and the drive and determination, like Mourinho has. I'm a United boss. Like, honestly, you know full very hard times.
Oh yeah.
And that's why I love his humour. Every time when I watch him, it's like, oh, the one that sticks out of the mind. Oh, why was the players off? Because I won't concentrate because I had bird flu.
Or what was his classic line this year? I've got to go ring the missus about the result. It's like, is she not watching at home? Doesn't she know what your job is? Have you told her that you're just a sodding like banker?
Gavin just a complete different term if you had the W instead of the B.
Oh yeah, his wife probably thinks he's a wanker, but she's not complaining. She gets to travel abroad. She get a load of money off him. His kids love him, but at the end of the day, he's very good at what he does. And my problem for Manchester United is that when you've had someone in charge as long as they did, I think it was 26 years or something like that.
Yeah.
You can't just turn around and go, well, here's the reins. Oh, you haven't done what the other bloke did. Sorry, we're going to have to let you go. Doesn't work like that. You can't just turn around and tell David Moyes that he's not done a good job. Because if you think about it, no one thought he would get that far in the Champions League.
Neither not. But it's like when I always say, I said it to some people that I know, they were like, hey, you're out of Champions League, you're going to beat by Olympiacos, it's made by day and all this, let's throw a party. I was like, no, you just wait till the second leg.
Yeah.
And as soon as that happened, it was like, oh, it happened in Fergie time, all this. End of the day, I defend United like I defend professional wrestling. But, like I'm saying this now as a passionate United fan, we need to invest into the future.
Yeah, and you need to invest in English players.
Oh, don't even get me started on that.
You need. Okay, I hate to keep bringing up the past, and it's something that all United fans are going to do. It's like Liverpool fans have been doing it for years up until this season. They've kind of forgotten the past a little bit. There have been Liverpool fans who are going, oh, it's just like the good old days. And stuff like that. And it's like, well, one of my things is that, yeah, you're playing better. You're playing good football. You've got Champions League. You're going to have a title this season. Big if, yeah.
I know the 5 points clear, but still, there's 4 games.
They're still going to play Chelsea, I'll give them that. They're still going to... Okay, let's put it this way. Realistically, they got it. It's there to slip up.
Yeah.
And you got... And like I said, I'm going back to I don't want to go back to like old school kind of... Think of the old kind of players. But you need to have another class of 92. A Beckham, a Goals, a Nicky Butt. You know what I mean? Those kind of players. But in this day and age, I'm going to change that again. In this day and age, English players are getting overlooked because of how good the Spanish kick players are. How good the Italians are. If you look at players getting better and better as they get older, England lag behind something chronic.
Yeah, because it's all these big dogs' faults. It's like I could actually see probably by the next European Cup, if not the World Cup, we'd be playing in the Championship, League 1, League 2, we'd be in the conference.
Yeah.
And it's a big thing to say the conference, but conference. Now put the false teeth in.
Yeah.
But you get what I mean? It's like, why do you think people were thinking, oh, England's got no chance in this World Cup?
The thing is, our biggest problem is each year we go to the World Cup or the European Championship, the media puts loads of pressure on us to go, oh, this is our time, or oh, this is going to work. And the matter of fact is, as much as Roy Hodgson's a very well respected manager, he did brilliant stuff at Fulham, didn't probably get the fair crack at the whip at Liverpool, like he should have done. And one of his problems is he has so many egos in that England team that it's very hard if you turn around, I want to play you there. It's not like back in the good old days where the England manager said, you play me, you play there, and they went, yeah, of course I do, I'm playing for England. Nowadays it's, you play there, well my club manager don't play me there, he plays me here, so I'm going to play there instead. That whole passion of putting on an England shirt for your country, gone. It's gone. A lot of them nowadays, it's more about the money, the big pay packet. I think it was really nice when Luke Shaw got called up to the England squad. And I really pray to God that it was real, that he cried when he got the phone call. Yeah. Because we need that kind of passion. We need that kind of players. I still say that it's going to be Liverpool, Southampton, Everton, and maybe I want to say Arsenal because they've got some good England players who are going to come through at the next youth.
Yeah.
Especially Southampton because they've got brilliant players.
That's what I mean. It's like, why do you think everyone's praising Luke Shaw at the moment?
Adam Lallana, Jay Rodriguez, even though he technically not from their youth team, they got him from Burnley, if I remember.
Yeah, but if you look at the way it is, you know why they're praising these youngsters? Because it gives Roy Hodgson a chance to pick them, not these big fucking FD guys like Rooney. No disrespect, even though I'm a passionate United fan. I still find that, I know it's a bit off topic, but I find it ridiculous we're paying him $300,000 a week.
Yeah. Now, my whole thing is, now Moyes are gone, do you turn around and say, someone say PSG or someone like that comes in for him and they snap their hands off? Because I think Moyes was a big reason he signed that contract.
That's the thing is, it's just, at the moment, it's that much of a mess. It's like when people like saying, like, we're going back to this.
I wouldn't go far as saying Manchester United is a mess. It's not. Manchester United have just hit the added old situation which all football clubs get. Chelsea had it a little bit last season. You've got old players who are getting very close to retiring and you've not managed to bring in new youthful players.
Yeah.
You lose Amanda Vidget this year to Inter Milan on a free transfer.
Dude, I know this might sound a bit corny, but it's quite stupid to do a pre-season agreement because at the end of the day we're struggling in defence, we're struggling in midfield.
But he's still playing for you.
Huh?
He's still playing for you. But I get.
Yeah, I know.
You're basically saying it's stupid that he's had that all done and dusted already, so he knows what he's doing, so he hasn't got to fight for it.
Yeah, precisely. Yeah. That's what I mean. If you want to fight for your position in the team, it's like, oh, my name's Vidic, I don't need to try. I'm going somewhere else at the end of the season. It's got that attitude.
Well, look
I remember the good old days. You look at each team that you go to, they fight for the position.
Yeah.
It's like putting on a United shirt. Be proud to be playing for Man United. One of the world's best clubs. Well, not this season. Because
you're still one of the world's best clubs.
We need to invest into the future.
Yeah.
I keep stressing this.
It's like with Sheffield Wednesday. I'll bring up my club. Basically, we slowly started to bring in a couple of youth team players. Liam Palmer won. Colin Lavery won, and they're slowly coming into the team. And the players that are very good, and they've got potential. And we're signing lots of players from our academy to longer deals. Now, under the manager we've got now, those players will get a chance. It was quite refreshing hearing that our manager may play some youth team players in the last 2 games of the season.
Yeah.
And if that's the case, fair play to him. We're pretty much safe, and I can't blame him for seeing what's out there. But like when we were going back to Manchester United, Vidic's leaving, Rio Ferdinand probably retiring. He's had it. Giggs is player manager for the time being, but will probably retire at the end of the season.
I don't see him actually retiring at all until he's in the grave. At the moment, I feel that Giggs has still got it.
This season, he's still got it, but he's starting to finally show a little bit of that tired leg syndrome.
Oh,
He's starting to show that. It's the first season where he started to look his age in a sense with how he's been playing. But he's not played all season. He's been in and out. Because of Yanazai. Or however you say his name.
yeah. It's like, I'm not being corny or cheesy. At least one thing, they're playing one youngster.
Yeah. Well, you got Butland at the back. Butner.
Yeah, but he's rumoured to be leaving. Apparently, what I seen on BBC Sport, I think it was yesterday, that Welbeck may be sold.
Yeah, Welbeck said he wants to go.
I wonder fucking why.
Welbeck wants to go because he's basically not getting played as a striker.
Yeah, precisely.
You look at when Welbeck played at Sunderland. He was banging them in for fun. And I tell you where Welbeck should fucking go. If he wants to get that kind of football, go to Everton. If they don't get Lukaku from Chelsea, which they want, get Welbeck. Can you imagine Welbeck and Lukaku up front for Everton?
Fucking hell.
That'd be superb.
That's what I mean. It's like with United, they've got these too many higher brand players.
Robin Van Persie should be sold.
Standard, even though he's been a United fan through and through.
Yeah, but for me, Robin Van Persie should be sold. He's not.
Oh, don't even get me started now.
Week in, week out, he's not good enough now.
Yeah.
I think when you signed him,
he's over the hill now.
I don't think you should have signed him when you did.
It's like when people say, "Oh, he's off to Man City." Good. I don't give a toss about fucking Van Persie. He's just another brand.
Hernandez is meant to be leaving for Atletico Madrid, and that'll be a shame because he's a good player. And the problem,
but the moment, get that many games.
Yeah, but the problem you got is my German club I support, Dortmund, Borussia Dortmund. This is 2 seasons in a row we've let 2 of our best players go for nothing because they've got ended contracts. Last season it was Goetze to Bayern Munich, and I think if you put the transfer in like a cash, it was like something like 54 million. And this year it's Lewandowski to Bayern Munich. Pre-season contracts. And the club just letting them go because they can't be asked to do with the battle. They don't want to go into that kind of, you want this much, well, if you're not happy, go. I can't say fair to the club to basically say, look, if you want to go, go. But it does annoy me that we're not going to get any money for him. Like,
yeah, it's just ridiculous the way football. Even though I'm a passionate United fan, or I respect what Sheffield Wednesday are doing, any other team, I don't see any team rivals. But you look at football now, everyone knows it's a money-making sport, it's a business and so on. But where's the passion?
Yeah. Well, it's like,
where's the passion in the players
fighting
for the Premiership?
Did you see Burnley when they got promoted?
What's that?
Did you see Burnley when they got promoted?
I felt their passion.
Yeah. Burnley got promoted and they were throwing the manager in the air, celebrating with the fans. It's like when Wenty got promoted from League One. Similar situation with massive pitch invasion. There was the passion there. And I think a lot of the big clubs, they have passion and then they have what we can fleece out the fans. You say football, people buy football clubs to like as a business. Football is the one business where you lose money. It's very rare you make money in football due to all the transfers, the gate tickets and stuff like that. If you want to look at a perfect example of a club that's going to be interesting to see from someone who's in their same league, but you'll find it interesting from an outsider looking in, from like say the Premiership to Championship, is Leeds United. Yeah. With that bloke who got done for fraud in Italy, but it's not fraud here.
Yeah, precisely. It just fucking annoys me. Even though it does show our age. But it's like, even the only thing what I feel that is more passionate than anything is the fans. It's like when people say to me, "Oh, just a glory fan." No, could this is my example.
Yeah.
Goes through, through.
Yeah.
It's like when people get shit say, "Oh, you're saying that because you're not winning anything this season." It's like I said before the season started to you on a Skype call that we'll be weak this season. I know we will. We need that Champions League break. It's just that everyone thinks, "Oh yeah, Champions League."
And I said to you in that same Skype call about about Christmas time. I said you need to do a Liverpool. You need to rebrand yourself in the style of football. You need to get better players in and have the Champions League break. I think Tottenham need to do the same. I don't think they should be pushing for Europa League or Champions League. They need to find out who they are as a club. Identity, how they want to play. And the only way you do that is playing week in, week out in the same league and not pissing about flying all over the world.
It's just everything you look at now thinking, when you see such and such players leaving United or any team or buying these players, it's always stupid prices.
Yeah. It's like when Andy Carroll got bought by Liverpool.
You look at prime example, Man United. Where are they getting their money from to say they've bought into the club?
It's a lot of their money coming from A, people who are investing in the shareholders in the stock exchange, and B, you've got a massive Asian market.
Yeah, it just annoys me. It really does. It's like, yeah, I'm shocked the way United are performing, but we predicted this before the season happened.
Oh yeah.
If only we did this recording by season, so they would get on.
Yeah.
On tape.
Just so you could go back and say, see, we told you it wasn't going to last. I think one of the biggest things you got this summer is going to be, it's a World Cup year. You gone. Until Gav gets back, I'll finish what I was saying. The one thing you've got this year that's going to be very interesting is when it's a World Cup year, Premiership teams tend to buy more players that they've seen in the World Cup. I was just saying, because it's a World Cup year, you're going to see a lot of the players from the World Cup try and come over. Now, we were saying that David Moyes would heavily scout that. Well, now he doesn't need to get a plane there. He can sit on his sofa, have a beer, watch Gary Lineker and shout at the telly and say I don't agree with him. But he'll probably go anyway just to keep on what's happening.
Yes. So
I said
behind those plots.
Gab put something on his Facebook about it, and I said the perfect place for Moyes to go next would be a Newcastle or Spurs. I would say Newcastle more than Spurs, but at Newcastle he could do something with. If they give him the time they give him Pardew, God forbid he should not have been given that long-term contract that they did give him. Jesus Christ, I think it was an 8-year contract they gave him. and it's starting to not work there. Maybe they could do with someone like Moy just to change it up a bit, but give him time. The one thing that annoys me in this day and age that all managers, it don't matter if it's Premiership, down to Conference, do not get given the time.
Yeah, but the only I give credit QPR have actually gave Redknapp a chance.
Yeah, but Redknapp bent a fucking shitload.
Yeah, but dude, come on.
Yeah, they're giving him the chance, and I get what you're saying, but you look at how much he's bent. They got for the Championship squad, they could have about 4 or 5 different teams.
Yeah, but
they got Premiership wages still. They got Premiership amount of players still. Granted, if they go up by the playoffs this season, granted they'll then buy even more players.
Yeah.
I think the only thing I liked about QPR this season was when Joey Barton put on Twitter said, "I will not be playing in the Championship next season," when they went down, and he was still there, and he banged in a goal at the weekend, which made me giggle because it's like, I think I'm this good, but you're still playing in the low bastard leagues.
Yeah, it's just at the moment it's just what's going wrong in the world of football.
Yeah.
Especially on the inside. Like, the passion, you just think money. It's just, it's like Wasata, yes, key player that we need, but we need to
strengthen it. Yeah. I've just seen something on Twitter that's quite funny. To be fair, Moy did win you a trophy this season. Now I'll wait until he gets back. You there, Gav?
Yeah. Yeah,
yeah.
As I was saying,
to be fair, Moyes did win you a trophy this season. You won the Charity Shield at the start of the year.
Yeah, but that's fair news. It goes to the Charity Shield. I swear it's called Community Shield now. Are you sure
whatever,
it's all right,
whatever it's fucking called.
But it's like, yeah, that's.
I'm a Wednesday fan. We kill to win anything like that.
I know.
Last thing we bastard won. What was the last thing we bastard won? Oh, the last thing we bastard won was, I'm thinking trophy, was the runners-up trophy when we got promoted the first time from League One. And after that, it was the 1991 Dink against you guys.
Yeah. It's just, it's like when I was saying, like, you look at the players that United are, where can United look now when the main focus is now in getting a new manager? 4 games left of the season. What can he prove in those 4 games?
Nothing.
It's like when we've
said... Who you got? Hang on, let's have a look. Who you got end of season games?
What's that?
Let's have a look who Manchester United got at the end of the season. Like your last 4 games.
I said to my sister, right? No cheesy pun towards my sister, but I said to her, as a Man United fan, I wanted them to win Everton, but deep down I knew full well before it kicked off and we lost.
Yeah. Right. Your last games are Norwich on the 26th, Sunderland on the 3rd of May,
Sunderland are quite strong,
Hull on the 6th of May, and Southampton on the last game of the season.
Wow. I'm not being corny, but wow. What's that going to prove?
They're not like the big games.
Exactly. That's what I mean. It's like they got rid of him in the wrong stupid time.
Yeah, Manchester United, I'm currently looking at the table. Manchester United are on 57 points. Southampton are on 49, with Tottenham above you with 63. And you look where Everton are, they're on bloody 69 points. You must be thinking, why the fuck did I leave?
Yeah. That's what I mean. It's just shocking.
And if you're looking at like how a manager changed it since the new manager come in, Everton's a prime example. Roberto Martinez has changed that completely round. They're loving the football he's playing.
Yeah, it's been. Yeah, in football in general, the way United's playing, it's just that when you follow your team, you follow your team.
Yep.
But it's like you feel passion. The only thing that's left that's passion in football is the fans to follow their team.
Yeah.
It's like look where Wednesday are. They've still got passionate fans.
Well,
The
thing is, when they got, we always get it on a couple of from our rivals, aka Sheffield United, about like we got it last time when they did the FA Cup, and like they'll get 15,000 in and leave one kind of thing. Yet when we were there, we were getting 21, 22. We're still getting 21, 22 average in Championship. And that's not something you hear when it's in lower leagues.
Precisely. It's just that I love the passion of football, what it gives you, the adrenaline. It's the same thing with professional wrestling.
Yeah.
Same feeling. But it's like when I look at United, I just think, oh, I'll watch it. Okay, but I'm not expecting to win or lose and so on. You know?
Yeah. You have that whole excited nervousness when you get to every game.
Yeah.
You don't know what's going to happen. But what we're probably going to do, me and Gavin will probably wrap this up here now. I will edit this, send you the file so you can upload it on your channel as well. But maybe at some point next season, and maybe when we work out how we're going to do this World Cup malarkey, we may do a once a month little football roundup just to see what's going on. If you guys like this, because I don't know about Gab, but I enjoy doing this. It's been quite fun.
Yeah, I'm up for this. Obviously, the World Cup I feel like the World Cup is a must because everyone's talking about the World Cup.
Yep.
That's at the moment.
It's like the reason we did it today is everyone talking about the Moyes thing.
Yeah. That's what I mean. It's like Moyes is like talking left, right, and centre, but the problem is with that, it's overshadowed what's the World Cup.
Yeah. You know, he got 4 million in compensation coming his way. If
4 million.
He got 4 million compensation, but if they didn't sack, I think it's something stupid. If they sacked him, like say end of last season, it would have been something like 38. So it could have been a money thing.
Yeah, it would have been a lot more. But you just think David Moore not exactly in the council house.
Nah. 4 million is enough. Hey, there is one good thing. There's one good thing. His daughter can keep shagging Zaha now and not be worried about him not getting in the squad.
You know what? When you heard this from my voice as well, I thought Zaha is a fantastic young British talent.
Yeah.
And he never got no games. I would have loved him up front probably or on the right to go with Rooney.
Yeah.
Moyes because he's fucking. Oh, days.
You know, I would take a punt on whoever comes in next season. Blackpool are looking to offload Tom Ince and he'll be a free transfer.
I think Liverpool probably nab him. If he gets first team football,
that's the problem, yeah. I don't think he'll get first team football at Liverpool. And I can't see him going to Everton just because of his dad ties. Yeah. Kind of thing. And I'm trying to work out where he's going to land.
Middlesbrough, Wolverhampton.
Yeah.
You know, follow his dad's footsteps. Notts County. No, that was management mode.
Blackburn Rovers. Why don't he just follow in his dad's footsteps and become a useless manager? Now, to be fair, that's not fair on Paul Ince. He did a good job while he was at some of his clubs. I think the problem you've got is getting into management when you've not done it before is a hard job. But that's another discussion for another time.
And tell us down below if you want something to talk about.
Yep.
Something to talk about.
We got another topic for next time, and I think it'll probably be along the lines of managers that started really who start management and go to a big club. And the one thing I want to address is that there is no black managers in the Premiership. That you have to go all the way down to the conference to get your next black manager in all of the professional leagues.
To say they advertise no racism in football.
Yep. But we will discuss that on another one. with knowing how me and Gav are, we will probably record another one of these some point this week and upload it next week. If you're down with that, dude.
We'd like to.
Yep. Right. I will speak to you later. This has been Gav Knots. I will link all his YouTube. I think you only got one YouTube channel at the minute, haven't you?
Yeah.
YouTube,
Twitter, and so on.
It's all under the same name except his Facebook, which I'm just not going to say.
Well, if you guys are passionate wrestling fans, support my passion as well as football.
Yeah. Thanks for being on, Gav, and I'll speak to you later.
See you later.